Hello, tarot lovers. This is Mervet from the Egyptian Mystic. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a very interesting video. It's a video response to Nova Mundi, and the title is Decks You Recommend to Your Viewers. There are 15 prompts, and I've seen her video and I was really intrigued by the title, and I'm very happy and enjoying participating in this tag, and I picked many decks. I will go through the prompts, and actually I could not pick one deck for each prompt. I have many decks, so I hope you don't get bored. This is a long video, so get started and get yourself a cup of coffee and let's start. The first prompt is the Inner Child Work. It's a deck for inner child healing. One that feels safe, nurturing, and playful, ideal for reconnecting with innocence, creativity, and emotional truth. And I myself love these types of decks, and I have 3 decks here with me. The Inner Child cards that Nova showed on her channel is great, so I don't want to repeat myself. I try to pick other decks. So the first deck that I want to share is the Nicoletta Cocelli. I feel so bad because I always pronounce the word wrong, but this deck by Los Carabio is one of the best decks that are for inner child. It's a great deck and very intuitive. The backs are like this. I've edged it and it is great. It is really very nice. This deck has lovely images, and it doesn't follow the RWS, so it could be read intuitively. It's so provocative. The images are very inspiring, and it is perfect for shadow work. I mean, it really confronts you. Look at this image for the devil. All the cards are so well done. This is an amazing deck. I have no words to say about this. It's really gorgeous. And I've seen some people who did trim the edges and use it as an oracle, but I like it this way. It's so provocative. It really connects you to your inner child, and you get messages, you get like dreams, you remember memories. It's a gorgeous deck, and one of the look at this, 2 of Swords, one of the best decks that are there. Look at this, 10 of Swords. I mean, it is really powerful and great for everything. So that's why I picked it. I highly recommend it, and it's perfect for everything. I hope they reproduce it in larger cards, so you can really enjoy the images and see what's... Look at this 5 of Swords. I mean, every time I use this deck, I feel so inspired. I feel so emotional. It's really nice. The best deck. And then I have 2 other decks that have different type of energy, because this could be used also for shadow work, because it's really a very confronting deck. This is the Tarot of the Divine, and it has stories from all over the world. I try to pick mass market. All the decks I think are mass market, and they are available. This is a beautiful deck that came out 3 years ago, or 4 maybe. The art stock is great. The images are very nice. All the stories are in the guidebook, and you can buy the book. There is a book that I bought separately that has lots of stories from all over the world, and it's really nice and playful and has a very special energy. Tarot of the Divine, a great deck, and the guidebook is small, but it has, you know, like keywords and a small some lines about the story. But it's really a beautiful deck. And another deck that I found very interesting is this Woodland Fairy Tale Tarot, and this is a great deck too. The box, I ruined it because it fell. but the cards are really stunning. The book is great, explains the stories in the measures, and the cards are lovely. These are the backs, and I edged it, and they are very nice. Each card, you see the images are very pretty, and large cards, borderless, a story for each major arcana. The artwork is beautiful. The stories are picked very wisely, and for each of the suits there is a specific story. And this is Hansel and Gretel, for example, and a story for the cups, a story for the swords, and a story for the pentacles. So it's really gorgeous, and it's powerful, it reads beautifully, and it's perfect for inner child, to connect you with your inner child. So those are my decks that I picked, 3 decks for the first prompt. The second prompt is Shadow Work, a deck that's powerful for helping readers face their shadow, honest, deep, and unafraid to confront the difficult. Your recommendation for deep transformation and self-inquiry. So I picked these decks, 2 decks. The Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman. This is a gorgeous deck. And Shadow Work doesn't mean that you have to find a deck that's dark. Shadow Work is a deck that speaks to you and speaks about your emotions. And this is a very powerful deck. Let me show you the cards. The book is stunning. The book is great. It talks about the chakra points. It defines each chakra. And in the book, you will see questions. There are feelings that you will face, and the questions that you have to ask yourself. Like the legend is an explanation of the card, inspiration, personal inquiry, keywords, and key idea, and a meditation. This is very nice, great deck, and I really highly recommend it. The cards are very pretty. These are the backs, and I edged it in different colors. You have borders for each of the chakras. You see like confusion, trickery, dissipating, victim, release, faith, enlightenment, service, instinct. There is a lot of the keywords are great, and I've been working with this deck for the last 2 weeks. It helped me a lot through some difficult time, and I really love it, and I highly recommend it. It's beautiful, very well done, and very underrated. Guilt, it's one of the cards that I have been having for the last week. This is grief, vanity, forgiveness, insecurity. It's really wonderful, wonderful deck. So I highly recommend this deck for shadow work and healing. And I have another deck which I found also very, very helpful. It's a mass market deck. It's the Tarot of Transformation. I don't know if it is mass market or not, but I got it secondhand, and the book is amazing. The cards are wonderful. One of the best decks that talk about, that confront you. There is here a question, innocence or ignorance for the fool, master of conscious creation, queen of life for the empress. And there are lots of depth in this deck. It's very deep and it's quite transforming. I don't know if it is mass market or not. As I told you, I searched for it till I found it, and I got it from eBay secondhand. And it is perfect. If you could be able to get this deck, you will really enjoy it, and it will be a very good tool for healing and for shadow work and for readings. It's one of the best decks that I have. So that is the Tarot of Transformation. It's a very transformative deck. I got this beautiful pouch for the deck, and I love this deck. So those two decks were for the second prompt, which is the shadow work. And the third prompt is Deity Work or Spirit Guides, a deck that serves as a spiritual bridge, perfect for working with deities or higher selves. It holds sacred energy and support devotional practice or channeled messages. I have here 4 decks. I could not reduce them because each of them has a special message. Okay. This is the Dark Goddess Tarot by Ellen Lorenzi Prince, a gorgeous mass market deck. It's the best deck that you could find for about deities. This is number 1 in my opinion. The book is stunning. Let me find some space. The book is gorgeous. It talks about, each card has talks about a special goddess from all over the world, and here the explanation talks about the goddess and the divination. I mean, it's really gorgeous, and a book that is how can I say, unparalleled. A great deck. This is the deck. It's gilded, and you see each card has a goddess, and it is amazing. They are picked beautifully and very, very wisely. You see deities from all over the world. Each one has a story, and each one serves as a messenger. Like this is Maat for justice, of course, the Egyptian goddess. All the goddesses were picked beautifully. I love this deck so much, and it's really underrated. It's one of the best decks that came out about deities, and I can't tell you how good and great this deck is. I've seen it on some channels, and I kept looking for it. I think it's still available. You see, Tefnut, Egyptian goddess from everywhere. Great artwork, lovely messages, and amazing. This is Kali, 3 of air, Nut, 4 of air. You see, I can't help it. I want to show you the cards. I really have to do a video about goddesses, because I have a lot of decks about goddesses, gods and goddesses, and now I'm inspired and I really want to do this video. But so I have to go fast because we don't have much time. We still have many decks to show. So that was the first one, the Dark Goddess Tarot. Another oracle is this one. This is the Goddess Oracle by Colette Baron Reid, and it is amazing. This is the box, and the guidebook is very interesting, very well done. You see here why she recommends this specific goddess, and the alignment message. The book is amazing. The cards are very beautiful, and I love Colette Baron Reid, and I have most of her decks. Those are the backs. I haven't edged them yet. You see here goddesses from everywhere. The artwork is stunning, and these goddesses, I feel that they look you in the eye. I don't know, something in their eyes are inviting. The artwork is done beautifully, and they show different situations, and it's really very, very helpful. A beautiful deck. I think 52 cards. Yes, 52 cards, about 52 goddesses, and it is stunning, and I highly recommend it. And if you want to talk, to use, not to use, to connect with a specific goddess, the deck that I recommend is this one, the Kali Oracle by Alana Fairchild. This is a beautiful deck about the goddess Kali. It is very powerful. It's very nicely written. The book, as Alana Fairchild, I'm fond of her decks. It's very nice, quite helpful, and very, very deep. And Kali is a very fierce goddess, and she has a very powerful energy. And you see the artwork is great. It's by I think Blue Angel. Yes, Blue Angel. The cards are so good, and the artwork is stunning, and it is very, very powerful. And I highly recommend it, especially when you are really like confronting yourself, you are going through a difficult time. It's a deep deck, and she's a very fierce goddess, and I simply adore this deck. I highly recommend it. This is the Kali Oracle. It's great for shadow work. It's great for interpretation and divination. A very good deck. And also the Mythical Goddess Tarot. This is the 10th anniversary edition, and it's been around since 2008. It has been printed 4 times. The guidebook is great and a very underrated deck. All the measures are goddesses, and you see the name of the goddess, and all the measures, the suits have very nice keywords. The artwork is great, and this is a marvelous deck. The seas is the suit of water, wind is the suit of swords or air, and earth is the suit of pentacles, of course. And it's a very good deck, and I highly recommend it. It's underrated. The Mythical Goddess Tarot. So you have 2 tarot decks and 2 oracles that are perfect for to connect with deities. And then the 4th prompt is Ancestral Work, a deck you would suggest for connecting with ancestral wisdom, whether for lineage healing or honoring those who came before. This one opens the path to ancestral connection. Okay, I have 2 decks. This is the beautiful oracle, which is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle by Kyle Gray. This is one of the by Hay House, published by Hay House. I've been using this deck since a very long time, and it's very nicely done. The guidebook is stunning, you see. A lot of explanations. You have the image, you have a message about, extended message. It's very nicely written, and it has a very strong energy. You see the images are beautiful. You see ancestors, and you have guides. You see, you have also the seasons. You see some animals. It is beautiful, and the artwork is stunning. Heart Guardian, the Shaman, the Fire Guardian, Air Guardian. You see, Star Ancestor, the Seer, one of my favorite cards. Spirit Fox, you see, it's not in order because I've been doing readings with it, but the artwork is great, and it is quite powerful. You see, artwork is so beautiful. The Peacekeeper, the Lord, the Lady, Stargazer, Animal Guardian, the Guardian Angel. See, a very nice deck. The Shield Maiden, the Hunter, the Knight. I love it. It's very powerful, very, very powerful, and it's perfect for ancestral work and to connect with your spirit guides. And I have this, yes, I'll do it this way. Okay. I also have this deck, which I have not been working with up till now. I bought it and I started to study it. It's the Relative Tarot by Carrie Paris, and it is a very unique deck that talks about your ancestors. The guidebook is very interesting, you see. There is you find like a blueprint for yourself. You can these are explanations of the card and how to calculate the annual card, and then you see a significator and how to get your birth chart and connection between the cards. It's very powerful. I haven't worked a lot with it, but I highly recommend it. It's the Relative Tarot. You see, the images are so vintage. Here there are you see the 5, for example, is the 5 for the Hierophant, and it's also connected to cards number 14 and all the 5s with the Temperance and all the 5s in the cards. There are 3 Lovers cards to choose whichever you want. You see the cards are vintage, the images are unique, and the guidebook is great. And I highly recommend it. I've been through it, like I went through the cards and I went through the book. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm really fascinated by this unique, strange deck that has a very, very special energy. And I've seen Ethony speak about this deck, and then I bought it, and I'm very happy with it. So that is the Relative Tarot. And then the next prompt is Divination. I wrote the prompt so that I don't forget them. Divination, a deck that excels in traditional divination, clear, direct, and accurate. This is your top picks for those seeking predictive insight or practical answers. I have here these decks, and they are very, very helpful. First of all, I want to show you the Karma cards by Mont Farber. This is a very helpful deck that I use always. This is the guidebook, and the cards are divided to 3 parts, 3 sections: planets, signs, and houses. So you have 12 cards for the planets, 12 cards for the signs, and 12 cards for the houses. You shuffle each pile like this, you shuffle them, and you read the messages that you get from the first 3 cards like this. So there are here words that you could read like this. You read here, these are the words written on red show how to act, and the messages that are written in this in blue explains the situation. So like here, if you have Venus in Virgo in the 7th house, so you read, cherish the serving of others diplomatically. That's the action you should do. Enjoy the details of relationships. Charm, art, and beauty are the way to do what you must do and get a fair deal. And you read the sentences and you really get messages immediately. And then also you have to read the 3 sentences on the lower part. I don't want to talk a lot about this deck, but that's simply the way it works. It's so helpful, and I use it always, all the time. It's on my desk, and I really find it a great tool for divination. It complements my readings. It's really wonderful and very, very accurate. So these are the Karma cards by Mont Farber. You have to get it. I also have this deck, which is the Chronicles of Destiny Fortune cards by Josephine Ellershaw and Emily Ellershaw. Artwork by Claudia McKinney. This is a great deck for divination, and I can't tell you how accurate it is. The book is amazing, and it shows the cards and the moral of the story and the definition of the card, divination of the card, definition. And when the cards are in a special, how can I say it? If a card comes before another, I mean the sequence. It talks about the sequence, it explains a lot, and it is really wonderful. The cards are very powerful. Accepting the quest, you see, review, the warlock. The cards are very powerful. The images are very provocative, and it's a perfect deck for prediction. I use it a lot. It's like an oracle. It's an oracle, of course, but it's specifically for prediction. So I really recommend this deck. Perfect. This is the Chronicles of Destiny. Also, you can have any of these decks. This is the Gypsy Oracle cards, and they are perfect for divination. You see here keywords, images that talk about keywords, and it's a beautiful oracle that you can use to for readings, and it is really great for clarifying readings. It's a great tool. We can pick a card, and if you are thinking about a situation or something, you just pick a card and it really helps a lot. Let me see a card. So, cartomancy. Wow, look at this. Look at the card that I picked. It's so good. And the guidebook is small with explanations written in different languages, of course, by Los Carabeo. A perfect deck for divination. And also, I also have this deck, which is very cheap, and I got it from Amazon. It's the Gypsy Witch fortune telling cards. It's not a Lenormand. It's, I think, 45 cards, and you see here, that's the card, and here is the number and explanation. And in the card, it's a very small guidebook, very small, but it helps a lot to explain. You see, like here, if you get the cards, which one, consider the inner square first, numbers, this and this and this, and then you get to the next square, and it's very good for divination. I highly recommend it for professional readings. It's not easy, of course, but it's quite underrated and no one talks about it, and it's amazing, very powerful, a great, great, small, unique deck. And then the next prompt, as above, a deck that connects the reader to cosmic or spiritual realm, ideal for soul work, life path, exploration, or messages from the higher self. It speaks to the divine perspective. Okay, I chose two decks because each of them has a special energy. This is the Celestial Tarot, a quite interesting deck that has been around for a long, long time. It's gorgeous. I wish that the guidebook was larger, you see. She's the artist that has done the Spiral Tarot. And all the deck is about, you see, the horoscope signs and the stars, the constellations. So here in the measures, you see the signs and the planets. Artwork is stunning, a great, great deck. Love this deck. Very underrated. And then for all the cards, the minors, there are, you see the constellations. So I really feel connected to the stars. I feel connected to the sky. A very unique deck that no one speaks about. It's underrated. It's powerful. The artwork is stunning. Everything about this deck is gorgeous, and it's a gem that no one talks about it. I highly recommend it. It's gorgeous. Look at this, the artwork, the colors. Everything about this deck is amazing, amazing. That's the Celestial Tarot, and I wish I could find the book because I want to go in depth with this amazing deck. So the Celestial Tarot is perfect for as above, the prompt of as above. And I have this oracle, which is the magical dimensions, oracle cards and activators. This deck has very special energy. Don't ask me why. I feel that I'm connected to the stars. I don't know why, but I've worked with this a lot. These are the backs, and I edged it in this way. They are gorgeous. Something about this deck makes me feel that I'm uplifted. It's so spiritual. I don't know, the artwork, the guidebook, I don't know. It is really very uplifting, and I don't see anyone talk about it. It's a mass market deck. You see here there are keywords. Artwork is very beautiful. Galactic guidance, star family, assistance, cooperation. That's number 18. You see, it's, I don't know. I feel that it takes me to other realms. And I don't know, I really love it. These are the cards. It has very, very special energy. These are the chakras, root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar chakra, throat chakra. Beautiful keywords, 44 cards that are very, very uplifting and really a great deck for this prompt as above. So below is a deck, that's the 7th prompt, a deck for grounded real world readings. This one captures everyday emotions, human experience, and earthly wisdom with clarity and depth. I picked this deck, the Tarot of the Mystical Moments by Catherine Wells Stein. It's a beautiful deck, a great collage deck, very inspiring, and it's although it's about mystical moments, but it's really grounded. I feel that it's perfect for everyday readings. It's so deep. It has special power. The artwork is amazing, one of the best in my opinion. This is number 1 deck that is collage. The collage is great, very powerful deck, and it gives me very accurate readings. Tarot of the Mystical Moments is, look at the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. I mean, Page of Swords. Everything about this deck is powerful, and look at the 4 of Pentacles. Very creative, very beautiful, and I wanted to pick different decks. I mean, you can use the Rider-Waite-Smith, of course, for readings, but I felt that I wanted to show you something different. And then the next prompt, a hug deck, a deck that offers emotional support and comfort, gentle, compassionate, and soothing. This is a deck that feels like a warm hug for anyone going through a tough time. So I picked the first deck that came to mind, which has this energy, and no other deck has this energy. Into the Lonely Woods by Lucy Cavendish and artwork by Dan May. This is my hug deck. This deck has very, very, very powerful energy. I can't explain how I feel hugged by this deck. I don't know why. It's so powerful, especially the keywords and the way it's written and the sequence. So the first card says to walk the lonesome road, and then the sadness of letting go. The keywords are so touching, it brings tears to my eyes. and yet the path grows lighter. Hope is like a hummingbird, the lonesome gardener. Drink from your own well, water your own garden, to watch over you. Look at the keywords are so soothing. The artwork is so touching. And this creature that you don't, it's not a person, it's not a human, it's not an animal. You feel so compassionate. I don't know. I feel so connected to this deck. Look at this one. A time to rest a while. Find your night self. He is so lonely. He is so lonely. I mean, I feel really touched by this deck. Our shadows are beautiful. The consolations of isolation. And is it lonelier at night? Look at the keywords. Do not hide your light. Realizations, the ending that opens the space for the beginning. So the cards are getting to these are the last cards. There is one who watches over you, and into your arms is the last card. So it is a very powerful, really a hug deck. I love this deck, and it has a place in my heart like no other deck. It's the first deck that came to my mind and the only one. And then I have here a mess. I'll try to go faster. The next prompt, number 9, feel good deck. A deck that uplifts, encourages, and energizes, whether through color, artwork, or message. So I chose these two decks. One of them is the Guardian Angel Tarot cards by Readily Valentine. This is a very feel-good deck and a very uplifting deck. It's a mass market. I think it's still available. You see, these are the measures. You will have keywords in all the cards, but they are quite interesting, quite uplifting. Even if you go through a difficult time, you will really find something that helps you. Like here, the Hanged Man is one of the cards that really makes me feel, how would you say, it makes me want to think. It's the Hanging Man. So here, it's time to view things from a different perspective. You have the blessed gift to see past the current situation and envision amazing possibilities. Don't worry, the pause in momentum while you rethink your plan won't last. Embrace your uniqueness and allow it to serve you. Letting go is the Death card. Releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be liberating. So, a win-win solution for the Temperance card. Here, intuition and insight for the Moon card. Everything about this deck is so positive and uplifting. So let me read the 5 of Action, which is the 5 of Wands. Your angels want you to know that your current challenge pushes you to be assertive and self-confident. Be willing to stand up for yourself and defend your position. You have the right to excuse yourself from those who bring drama into your life. And so on. All the cards, even the negative cards, have positive meanings. It's so uplifting. And the 10 of Emotions, the 10 of Cups is a positive card. Here are the Suit of Swords, which is the thought, the 9 of Thought, the 9 of Swords. Stop being so hard on yourself and turn your thoughts toward the positive. There is no need to worry. Anticipating the worst isn't helpful. Know that heaven will provide a solution. If you are experiencing sleepless nights or anxiety over a challenge in your life, release the problem to your angels, and so on. A beautiful feel-good deck. And I love this deck. I use it in difficult times and it's so uplifting. Another deck which is so uplifting is the Osho Zen. Why? because it's so spiritual. It's a very spiritual deck. It makes me feel that I'm not only on earth, I'm connected to the universe. So that's why it's uplifting. Existence, the magician, that's me. I see myself in this card. That's how I want to be. Just in the universe without any attachments. So it's a very feel-good deck. Very uplifting, very transformative, very powerful, and it's like no other. I love Osho, and I love this deck so much. It's my second deck in all my collection, and it has a very, very special feeling, you see. Quite uplifting, although even with the negative cards, when you read the guidebook, you will feel uplifted. It's spiritual. It's a great, great deck. That is the feel-good deck, the 9th prompt. The 10th prompt, the most versatile, a deck for handling any type of reading, reliable, flexible, and reader-friendly. This is the all-rounder that adapts to every situation. And that is the Morgan Greer deck. The Morgan Greer, which is an old new deck, which I highly recommend for everyone. This is an all-rounder. This is a deck that is perfect for every type, all types of readings. It speaks to me. It's so clear. It's so friendly. It's so easy. I love this deck. It's my companion and many others, a companion for many, many other readers. So the Morgan Greer is my choice for the versatile deck. And the most inspiring deck, that is the prompt number 10. I have to read from the paper. I don't want to show you the paper because my handwriting is horrible. So the most versatile, a deck for handling any type, most inspiring. A deck to inspire creativity, intuitive flow, or personal transformation, whether it's the art, the energy, or the depth of the messages. This one sparks something powerful in the reader. So I chose these decks, 3 decks. Why? Because each one of them is inspiring in a way. This is the Serialist Tarot. It's an inspiring deck because the artwork is so unique and so different. It's so provocative. It inspires a lot of, it makes me ask myself a lot of questions. A difficult deck, not for beginners. The artwork is not familiar. And so that's why it's so inspiring, it's so provocative, it's so difficult, and perfect for shadow work, perfect for asking yourself questions. And that's why I find it inspiring. The Serialist Tarot, it's provocative. And another inspiring deck is this, the William Blake Tarot, because it is different in many, many ways. A powerful deck. The cards are completely different. The keywords are different. The artwork is not a deck that you will see all the time. It is really inspiring, you see. These are the measures. And the suits, passion, music is the suit of wands, the fire, music, yes, and painting, the suit of swords, intellect, painting is the suit of water, intellect is the suit of swords, and this is the suit of coins or earth. It is really very inspiring and very different. You see that there are writings here inside, like here, boldness, 7 of poetry, the 7 of coins, The times require that everyone should speak out boldly in arts as well as in arms or in the Senate. It is different. It's very strange, really, a very unique deck, and that's why I find it quite inspiring. And the Universal Folk Tarot by Anita Invertari, a beautiful, unique deck, new deck, quite inspiring because the artwork is very nice, very pretty. It makes me dream. I love the artwork. I love this beautiful lady that you will see her everywhere. The keywords, the guidebook is amazing, very inspiring, very interesting. I feel so attracted to this deck, and I highly recommend it to my viewers. I highly recommend it because it is really it's like not like all decks. It's easy to read, but at the same time it's it how do you say, it inspires your creativity. It makes you go beyond the normal, and I love it. Beautiful art, and the guidebook is amazing with lots of explanations. So I picked many decks. I hope you are not bored. I'll go quick now. I think 3 prompts. The number 12, best for beginners, a deck you would confidently recommend to someone just starting their tarot journey, accessible, clear, and easy to learn, with this one that makes tarot inviting rather than intimidating. So I highly recommend this deck. These 2 decks are perfect for beginners. I've done many videos about decks for beginners, so if you are interested, I recommend that you go through these videos. But these 2 decks are quite easy and friendly. This is tarot for kids, and the only thing that I hate about this deck is the title, Tarot for Kids. It is very, very beautiful, very nicely done. You see the cards are large, perfect for beginners, and the keywords are nice. The artwork is very nice, and it's perfect for beginners, very friendly. I just hate the title. It shouldn't be Tarot for Kids. It should be another title. This is a very underrated, unknown deck, Tarot for Kids. Perfect for beginners. And another deck is the Good Karma Tarot, a beginner-friendly deck. This is the deck with a nice guidebook. Yes, I need to clear some space like this. A modern deck, nice, beginner-friendly. You see, the book is nice and it's perfect for beginners. It is a very, very nice, helpful, positive, uplifting deck, which helps to start your journey with tarot. And if you are interested, you can see I have many videos about beginner-friendly decks. So let's move on. I'll pause for a second to clear the space and be back to you. So I'm back. The prompt number 13, best for professionals, a deck for experienced readers who need depth and strong symbolism, ideal for layered readings and spiritual insights. So for professionals, I chose these decks. These are very nice decks. This is the Tarot of the Dance of Souls. It's a very new deck to my collection, and it is perfect for professionals. You see, keywords are here. There is no guidebook, and it is a great deck. It's not numbered. It's not like a tarot deck. You see all the it's not in order. Oh my god, I don't like to show you decks that are not in order. These are the 22 first cards, like this, are the majors, and then all the minors are numbered in sequence like an oracle. It is quite powerful and it has lots of meanings, and it is really amazing. I find it quite interesting for layers of meanings, you see, like here 66, care, fight, balance, death, and you see only three colors, the black, mustard, and white. Artwork is amazing. You don't see faces, you just see images. Look at this. Look at the expressions. A beautiful, powerful deck that I find very, very interesting and very unique. So that is the Tarot of the Dance of Souls, a deck for professional readers. And let me move to the other deck, which is the Elemental Tarot, a beautiful deck. No one speaks about this amazing deck, and I hate that these boxes that divide the cards to two, but I will show you those lovely cards. This is the book, very helpful, and the cards are really nice. You see, a lot of symbols and a lot of keywords, and it is really, really powerful and very nice. I love it. Look at this. A very nice deck, quite helpful and quite unique and different. You see, it's not for beginners, and very inspiring and very, very deep. You see, this is the Elemental Tarot. Lovely deck. Really, I highly recommend it. Also, this deck I found quite interesting and quite underrated. The Mystical Dream Tarot by Janet Pidiletto. This is a beautiful, beautiful deck that is also quite powerful. I hate these boxes that divide the cards to two. I really don't like it. You see, a beautiful deck, very underrated, and it is quite helpful and lovely. Artwork is stunning and it is deep. Look at this, the moon. Very deep and special, and the guidebook is amazing. I find that this is a unique deck, not for beginners, but for layers of meanings, for advanced readers. Look at the Six of Swords. It's different. It's not an RWS clone, and that's what I love about this deck. So these are the decks that I recommend for professional readers. And then the next prompt, number 14, Witchy vibes for those who love witchy aesthetics, moody vibes, magical symbolism, or spell work support. Okay, I chose, this is too much. I chose many decks. Let me show you this first, the Modern Weekend Box of Spells by Gillian Kemp. I love this deck. This is very witchy and it is really amazing. Look at this. Here it has, it's an oracle of 26 good witches and 26 bad witches. Each witch has an explanation of a situation and then a spell for each witch. And these are the spreads. And I love this deck. I use it a lot. Look at the cards. They had borders that I trimmed, and the cards are like this. The number which is in red square is the bad witch, and the ones that are in yellow square are the good witches. So I love this deck. It's so good and so accurate. I use it to explain special situations. Look at the old hag witch. Wow, wow. And the water witch. the Happy Witch. It is really powerful. I was surprised by the accuracy of this deck, and I don't see anyone talk about it. I use it many times, and I highly recommend it. Even the spells are quite helpful, although I don't use them all. I don't use them, but I love to read them, and I love to use this as an oracle. It has a very special energy. Another deck is this amazing For Hexa Tarot by MJ Cullinan. I love all her decks. She's my favorite. It has lovely artwork, quite inspiring. This is the indie deck, but it is a mass market. I highly recommend this amazing deck. The artwork is stunning. It has witchy vibes. It's so uplifting. It's dramatic. It has this pull. It draws me in. The colors. It's one of my favorite decks of all times. Not only because of its witchy vibes, no, because of the artwork and the depth and the uniqueness of this deck. I love this deck. The For Hexa Tarot is on my top 10 decks of all times. And then two other decks that have witchy vibes and very powerful. That's the Tarot of the She by Emily Carding. It's an old deck, but it will always be there. You know, these decks that have been around for a long time, but they are decks of the decade. This is one of them. A beautiful, powerful deck with witchy vibes and very lovely, powerful images and artwork. I have been using this deck since how many times? How many years? More than 12 years. And I never get bored of this deck. It has a very special place in my heart. I highly recommend it. It's perfect. It is really one of the best decks. And also, I recommend the Witch Sisters deck tarot. It's a new deck, and it is really amazing, by Julia Jeffrey, the author of the Tarot of the Hidden Realms, also a favorite of mine. But I picked this one because it has more witchy energy than her previous deck. Look at the cards. Quite amazing. Those witches that look you in the face, expressions, the images, the guidebook is stunning. One of the best decks that came out, and very powerful. Look at this Seven of Waters. Look at those images. I can't get enough of this deck. Amazing witchy deck. I highly recommend it. Look at this. It's not for beginners. It's a deck that is really deep, very provocative, and it's like no other. That's the Witch Sisters deck. And the last prompt is Astrology Work, a deck for astrology lovers and cosmic seekers, one that weaves planetary wisdom and archetypes into its structure, ideal for exploring birth charts, transits, and celestial guidance. Two gorgeous decks. How can I find them? If you have a look at my desk, you will really be shocked. More than 30 decks around me, all of them are open. These two decks are stunning. This is the perfect for astrology and the best. This is the Symbolon Tarot. I don't see this deck, and this is number one. If you love astrology, if you want to know about archetypes, then you have no other choice. There is no other deck like this. You see, all these cards are archetypes and it's about constellations. The first cards are the sun cards. which are the astrological symbols. And then here there are connection. If you have Aries, and this is if you have the moon, and the Mars and the moon, these are the moon cards, and these are the archetypes. The artwork is stunning, and the depth is this is like no other. Look at the cards. I can't get enough of it, and it's quite deep, and it's not easy to handle. I mean, it's so good, and you need to study this deck in depth. Each card is very provocative. You see, these are archetypes of people with, and you see the constellations. Wow, look at this. Very, very nice deck. The guidebook is good, but quite deep and not easy to handle. It's not an easy deck, but it is perfect for astrology seekers. It's a very good deck to learn, and I really there are no other decks that like this one. The symbol on tarot is stunning. Of course, it's not a tarot. And then the Oracle of the Radiant Sun by Caroline Smith and Joan Astrop. This is a great deck. Let me show you the guidebook. This is the guidebook, you see. It has a lot of explanations, very, very helpful, you see. And here are sample for sun readings and other readings, you see. A very good book. And the cards, it's I think 81 cards, I think, because each planet has its own cards, only the inner planets. So these are the cards. The keywords are great, and it is amazing. You see here, this is Scorpio. If the sun is Scorpio, number 8, endurance, vision. These are the sun cards. And then we have here the moon cards. If your moon is in Leo, appreciation. Moon in Virgo is order, companionship if it's in Libra. And then here we have the Mercury cards, and it is beautiful. Then here we have the Venus cards. If Venus is in Gemini, it's flattery. If Venus in Cancer, it's birth. Affair if it's in Leo. It's amazing. It's very powerful. And these are the Mars cards. And then Saturn and Jupiter cards. So it is really amazing. 12 cards for 9. Yes, it is 12 for 9, I think, for 9 or 7. I think 80 something. It's a very large deck, and it's perfect for those who love astrology. So I think I reached the end of this quite interesting tag, and it was really very inspiring. It helped me go through the decks. I hope you are not bored, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really thank Nova for her inspiring tag. I enjoyed sharing my decks. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and bye.